Hello and welcome. I am Teacher Oakley, and this is Verbling, and you are at Hypothetical Questions class. Today, for the next hour, we are going to practice our English by answering hypothetical questions. Hypothetical are imaginary questions. Now, they could be, could I? Who knows? Even I don't know what questions I'll be asking. But hypothetical questions will, of course, require you to respond with some hypothetical language. So in your responses, I'm looking to hear some conditionals, perhaps. If this happens, then that would happen. Maybe some modals of probability. This might happen, may happen, could happen. Possibly some good use of some adverbs, probably, likely, possibly. Anyway, I'll be looking for all those things and commenting about them. I'll be giving you feedback as to your answers, but it's hypothetical. Hypothetical questions. There are no wrong answers. Congratulations, you're in a verbling class where you can't possibly be wrong. Okay, anyway, that's the program for the class. Let me welcome students to the class and we'll get started. Oh dear. Okay. I
I
don't
think
know.
you mean me, Olga. My name is Olga.
Olga. Yeah, I started. Okay, whether I want to or not, I'm slowly learning Cyrillic letters. Okay. Hi, Olga. Welcome to the class.
Hello, nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you today?
I'm fine too, thank you.
Okay, welcome to the class. Also, I'd like to welcome Matuz.
Hello.
Hi, Matuz. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Matuz, where are you from, if I might ask?
I'm from Poland.
From Poland, okay. All right. I had a suspicion. Okay. I used to, when I was in the United States, I had a Polish work study student that I
Cool.
got to know pretty well. So, yeah, I was curious. Anyway, that's why I asked. Welcome to the class. Sasha, welcome back to the class. Hello.
Hello, thank you.
Hello. Good to see you. Michael, nice to see you again. Been a while.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
Okay, and I'd like to welcome back Jabo. Welcome back. Hi again. All right. Good to have you aboard. Natasha, good to see you again.
Hello. Hello. Thank you. Good to see you too.
Okay, thanks. And V, also great to see you as well. Hi, V.
Yeah, me too. Nice to see you.
Hi. Okay. Lots of crazy questions to get to, and you guys are doing the hard lifting, so to speak. You're doing most of the work. Because I would like you to give me a nice detailed response. Don't be afraid about talking too much. You won't, but I won't let you. I want to give everybody a chance to practice answering a hypothetical question. So, okay, Olga, I'm going to start with you because you were first into the class. Olga, this isn't your hypothetical question. This is a lead-in question. Do you enjoy shopping?
I think not too much. I'm not a typical woman in this case. I can get bored if I walk from shop to shop, and I prefer online shopping, to be honest.
All right. Well, okay, I'm going to ask you the question anyway. Hypothetical question, if you had an unlimited shopping spree, you could go to one store and You could you could fill up as many carts as you possibly and push them out the door, and you had 1 hour. You could go crazy, taking as many goods as you wanted. What store would you go to?
What store? I think firstly I'll go to the clothes shop. Yeah.
One store. One store only.
Okay, one store. Okay, let it be clothes shop. Okay, so I need to use hypothetical sentence, yes?
That would be great. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, try. Sure.
if I had an unlimited credit card, yes, I would go to the best clothes shop and buy the most expensive brands.
Okay. That was good. Now, that was a great example of a conditional sentence to answer the question, okay? If you had past tense in the if clause or the condition, I would, okay? The hypothetical would do this. That was great. Any specific, go ahead, you can use brand names, I don't care. Any specific brand name store? Do you have a specific store in mind?
Okay, let it be Armani store or Chanel.
Armani or Chanel. There you go. Even I am familiar with those names. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. Not wrong, but interesting. Olga's choice of let it be Armani or Chanel. Okay, that's not wrong. It's a little unusual, but not wrong. Okay. Yeah. Sasha would go to a jewelry store. Just load diamonds into the cart. There you go. All right. Sometimes I've had students answer that question. I would go to the Jaguar or the Lamborghini dealership. Just start driving cars out of the gate. Yeah, anyway. Okay, excellent example of a good conditional sentence. All right. But, okay, you guys, you can go further. You can tell me some reasons and details. Maybe that wasn't such a great question for reasons. Or maybe the reasons are so obvious. Okay, let's continue. Matuz.
Yes.
Okay. Matuz, are you retired?
No.
No. Okay, if you could retire tomorrow, magic, presto, changeo. If you could retire tomorrow, what would you do with your life?
If I were retired tomorrow, I would travel around the world.
Okay. And can you give me a little why?
Because I will have time and I want to rest a little.
Okay. Don't be shy. Okay. All right. All right. One great thing Matuz did, he said, if I were. Now, of course, normally, you probably know that when we use the verb to be with I was, past tense, I was tired yesterday. However, he is absolutely correct to use were in the second conditional, the hypothetical conditional. Absolutely. In fact, when we use the verb to be in the hypothetical conditional, if I were, if you were, if he were, she were, it were, they were, we were, it's always were in that second conditional. So that was great. But then I asked you to give me detail, Matthews, and you said, I will have time. Well, it's still a hypothetical idea. So I would have time, or I might have time. Okay. So even though you're adding detail, you need to still continue to speak in the with hypotheticals. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's maybe try some of the classical questions here. All right, Sasha. Sasha, let me ask you. All right. If you could go back in time, classic question. If you could go back in time, I'm going to let you go back in time for 1 month. Then you will come back to this time. But you can only go once. You can't keep going back and forth. One time you can go back in time. Where would you go? Where and when would you go, I should say.
A month?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a month in back time. Back time.
I have months. Okay, got it. If I could get back in time, I think I would back maybe 10 years ago, and I would apply for no, not that. I would started a sport career. I would have started a new career, sport career, and because I do it now. It's I spend and waste many time. I should have done it much when I was younger.
Okay. All right. Now, this is a difficult question, actually, back in time, because it's, all right, you want to use the second conditional, or you're talking about going back in your own lifetime, so it's tempting to use the third conditional. If I had started in athletics, whatever, 10 years ago, I would have been a famous athlete by now, or I would have a much better career now. Now that, when we talk about the past, hypothetically, then we have to use the third conditional. In that third conditional, we use past perfect in the if or the condition clause, and the result clause would be present perfect, or a perfect modal, actually, it has to be. Okay, so, all right, other little feedbacks for you. I would back, it should be I would go back. You forgot go. And then you self-corrected yourself, okay, with a present perfect. I spend and waste many time. If I did it now, again, you have to use some kind of a modal. I might or I would spend and waste much time. Time being uncountable. You can't say many time. Much time.
Yes, sure.
Or you might even say too much time, because it fits, and two is negative to reinforce the negativity of the idea. Okay. All right. That's interesting. Now, I should have put a constraint on that. So I'm going to ask the same question to the next person here, Michael. Michael, I'm going to ask you the same question if you could go back in time, but now, because we don't want a time warp, not in your lifetime. You can't go back to your own lifetime.
Okay.
All right. But same idea.
Yeah.
You can go back in time. You can stay back in time for 1 month, and then you'll come forward again. All right, think about it for a second. I want to quickly welcome Ciro to the class. Hello, Ciro. Hi,
Me
Ciro.
too.
Welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to have you aboard. We'll come around and talk to you in a bit. But first, Michael, all right? Get into the time machine. Where are you going?
So if I could go back in time, I would go back to the 18th century to 1789 because it's the beginning of the French Revolution. I think that it could be a very interesting moment in the history, and it could be quite interesting to be there and to see what happened.
And dangerous.
But not taking part in this event, only to see.
Oh, you might not have a choice.
Yes.
Michael, would you bring your bicycle?
No, because but maybe a very old bike. Because if I appear with this bike, with my bike, I think that could be quite strange for there.
Yeah.
It could be a
Yeah.
bike for a future bike.
Well, they would probably think you were a witch.
Yeah.
You'd be in the Bastille before you could say Jack Robinson. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. If I could, Michael started out with, this is a very common way to answer a very, fantastical fantasy kind of a hypothetical question. If I could do this, I would. All right. Pretty standard and very good. Okay. And I imagine it would be interesting, but again, a little scary. All right. Okay. So good job. Great. Okay. Jibbo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Jibbo.
Mhm.
Okay. If I could give you the power to
Power?
play
Okay.
the,
To
the
play.
power or the knowledge, the ability. If I should say ability. If I could give you the ability to play any musical instrument, you could pick it up and play like a virtuoso. What instrument would you choose, and why would you choose that instrument?
If I could play any musical instrument, I would choose piano because it's cool. Yeah, I saw many pianists play piano. It was very amazing, and I would like to, if I have this ability to play piano, that would be cool. Yeah, be awesome. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Pianist is a
Pianist.
okay. Little pronunciation problem, but all right. Your conditional sentence was great. All right. Okay. I'm gonna have to come up with some better questions that involve some more detail. All right. You guys are all way too good. Way too easy for you to give the different conditional sentences. You guys got that all nailed. Okay, very good. Thank you. I really had got nothing else to say. Okay, so Natasha. Natasha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, straightforward hypothetical question. If you could be famous, would you want to be famous or not, and why? And also, what would you like to be famous for?
Okay, it's Interesting question. I don't know. I really had never thought about famous, but maybe if I had had the opportunity, I would like to be well known in my professional field, because I think that I mean my nowadays my current professional field, because I really do the most interesting and the likest deal for me in my life. So I don't want to be anything else. I'm only want to be well professional, open-minded, and create all things which I have to do.
Okay, and what are we talking about here?
Okay, I am about my professional skills and about famous in there.
Yeah. What do you? All right. I would like. You said I would like to be famous in my field and do what I
Yeah.
do, and you actually gave me a lot of details, but you never said what field. What do you do?
Ah.
I have no idea. Do you study
Okay.
sharks? Do you train
Okay.
monkeys? I have no idea.
No. I am a doctor, but I am not a practical doctor. I am a scientist and professor of medicine in medical university. So I am not only give the knowledge to my students, but I also um, to make a receipt, and when I obtain something interesting results, I have to write about this in scientist articles. So I would like to be well known and famous in this field, because it's my deal of my entire life.
Okay. I see. Okay, a little feedback. This is the likest deal for me. Maybe I
Yeah.
misheard you. This is okay. This is the not likest. That doesn't work as a. You're trying to make a superlative out of a verb. Superlatives are for adjectives. This is the best deal for me. Good, better,
Okay.
best. You
Okay, I
can't
see.
you can't form a comparative or a superlative from a verb. So, you know, big, bigger, biggest. You can't use a verb like, or likest. It won't work.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Um, okay. Create all things I have was a little confusing for me.
Mhm.
Didn't really understand it. Uh, and you want you said scientist articles. You should really use the scientist is a noun. Sometimes we can use a noun as an adjective to modify another noun, but a general rule, when you have an adjective, when there exists an adjective, you should use the adjective. So scientific journals.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Okay. I'm very curious. What is your specific field? Okay, you said okay, medical doc, not sociology. You're not experimenting on us right now, are you? No. What is your specific field? Is it
Um,
cardiovascular?
no.
Brain?
It's public health and
Ah,
epidemiology.
oh, interesting. Ooh, that is interesting.
Thanks.
Well, it's not really a compliment. I'm just saying it really is. It interests me anyway.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, there are many questions I'm going to be asking you in the coming weeks. Okay.
Okay.
All right, but thank you for your response.
Thank you.
All right, great. V, where did you go? Come on back. She's gone. All right. Oh, Rafa also. I never said hello to Rafa, and he's gone now. Oops. Okay, Ciro, over to you.
Yes, here I am.
Here you are. Here I am. Okay, great. All right. All right, Ciro. Okay, Ciro. All right, a little bit personal, but you don't have to really, you can answer as personal as you want to or not. Here's your question, a little hypothetical for you. If you could eliminate one weakness or limitation in your life, what weakness or limitation would you like to get rid of? And of course, why?
Let me think.
It's very close.
Maybe if I could eliminate one weakness of mine, it would be shyness, I think, because I think that this could permit me to know a lot of new people, to have interesting experiences, and I think that sometimes I'm feeling limited now, so I can think it could improve my life in general.
Okay, then that was a very good response. Okay, you gave me your topics, and it's a nice conditional. Okay, that was very good, Cyril. Great job. Okay, it could allow me, and you continue to use hypothetical coulds and probably, and because we don't know when we're discussing something hypothetical, it's very normal in English to litter your speech with probablys and maybes and possiblys, and you did that. Okay, it would be possible, I think you said, for me to know many new people. Well, nothing wrong with that. I guess it's okay, but before you can know them, you need to meet them. So I think it would be just maybe a little bit more normal to say I could meet new people and get to know them. Maybe.
Get to know. Okay.
In this context, it would be a little more normal in English to say I could get to know people, because that's your problem, is that you're shy, so you don't get to know people. All right.
Perfect.
Whether it is or you're just making this up, which, by the way, anybody you want to just, we are doing hypothetical. The idea is to actually make up answers. Okay, a little later on in your discourse, you said sometimes I am feeling limited. Because you use the time word sometimes, sometimes I am feeling, well, you use the present continuous verb form. I am feeling. It's, we use that present continuous to talk about how we're feeling now. It can mean now, the second, but it can mean the broader now, like I'm reading a good book now. And I understand that's more or less how you meant it, the broader now. Okay, but when you say sometimes, well, I guess it's okay. I was going to say it might be better to use present simple, because sometimes is a more of an idea of a state. But I think it's actually okay, because I think that does convey. I'm arguing with myself now about your use. All right, never mind. I think it's okay. Yeah, sometimes I'm feeling whatever. Yeah, it's a little strange. It sounds a little strange. It would sound a little more normal to say sometimes I feel tired, rather than sometimes I am feeling tired. Just because it has more to the idea of a regular thing to it. But other than that, that was very, very good. Really, great job. Terrific. Okay. Well, it would appear that everybody can handle this type of question, but okay. Let's see here. Around we go again. Olga, gonna have to ask harder questions because that was way too easy for everyone. Olga. Okay. 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 All right. If you could have any superpower, if you could have any superpower, what superpower would you give yourself, and what would you do with it? If you could have a superpower, maybe for one day.
Okay, a very controversial question, very difficult, I think, but I'll try. If I would have a superpower, I would travel. I would get an ability to travel in time, I think.
Okay.
Because it's very interesting to get acquainted with different nations and generations in the past, to watch them, to watch their life, and to get some new experience.
Okay. All right. So this time around, let's see if you can give me an example. For example.
Okay. If I had some extra power, I would travel to the 19th century, I think.
Okay.
Somewhere to Europe, maybe to France.
Okay.
It might be France. Yes, it might be France.
It might be France, and you could meet Michael there. Great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have a great time. Go for a bike ride. Okay. All right. All right. Why France? Why? Why?
Why? I think they have a very interesting history, and I'd like to watch their clothes, yes, that they wore that time, and to watch their life and all luxury of the of, for example, Ludovic the 16th.
Okay. All right. Okay. I had to keep asking you questions because you kept not making mistakes till the end. Okay. You want to see their clothes, not watch their clothes.
Okay. To see. Thank you.
Right. You watch a movie or watch TV, so you want to see their clothes. Okay. And maybe you want to watch their lives. Maybe better, you want to observe their lives. Might be a better verb, because you don't want to. You're not really. Observe and watch are slightly different. Observe has more of an idea of being outside the situation, right? Which is, I think, what you're trying to say. But okay, other than that, great job. Okay, terrific. Okay. Oh, I have a question. I'd love to ask everybody, actually. Matus, you're next. Matus, if you could invite any person from all of history, live or dead, male or female, anyone at all, if you could invite someone to dinner, if you can think of 2 or 3 people, that's fine too. 1 or 2 or 3 people from all of history for a dinner at your house, who would you invite, and why would you invite them?
Whoa.
It's okay. Take a second.
Hard question.
Okay. All right. You know what? That is a hard question, and it involves a lot. So everybody else, start thinking about that. All right. Who would you invite if you could invite anyone from all of time? You can invite 1, 2, 3 people, whatever you want. And why are you inviting them? Think about details. What are you going to serve them? What are you going to ask them? Okay.
Okay, if I invited leaders of countries before Second World War, I would I would prevent him to start the war.
Okay. Okay. All right. I would attempt. Okay. I would attempt to prevent them. Prevent them.
Yes.
Them too. It's plural.
Okay.
Okay. You would attempt to prevent them from starting the war. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's a worthy cause. And how would you do that actually? Who would you talk to? Who needs to be talked to first? Wow. That you've designed yourself a really made it something difficult, really, really difficult. Impossible, probably. In all likelihood. Your really difficult task is now impossible.
Maybe.
That one's too hard.
Yeah, I would invite Hitler, Mussolini,
The whole
Churchill, Churchill.
The whole crew.
Yeah. And I would just talk with them and try to I don't know how to say
reason.
Yes.
Convince.
Doing compromise. I don't know.
Okay. All right. You would try to convince them.
Convince them. Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
On kill them if it's
or kill them. Or you're having them for dinner, so you could always poison them.
Yeah.
You have that option. You could poison them if things didn't work out as planned.
For example.
For example. All right. Great. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. All right. Stasha, who would you invite to dinner and why? And not why, but yeah, why would you invite them to dinner and what would you expect to talk about?
I was thinking while you ask other person. I would invite it. It's not necessary that it should be famous. I would invite people from different ages. And if famous, maybe the first I would remember. I would invite Nikolai II. It's a Russian imperator, and Gandhi, and maybe from Egypt times, like Pharaoh, maybe one of them. I would talk to them actually about the basic things that that can be interesting in any time, like his opinion and view on friendship, family, and all kinds of things that are very relevant to any time, and it would be interesting to listen to them.
Okay. That was pretty good. All right. He was the emperor. Okay, not emperator or whatever. He's emperor and pharaoh. Pharaoh.
Egypt pharaoh.
Yeah, Egypt. Yeah, pharaoh. Egypt. Egyptian pharaoh, I guess, would be a better way to say that properly. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Okay. I like that. Okay. Michael, who would you invite to dinner from history, and why, and what would you talk to them about?
If I could invite one historical person, I would choose Leonardo da Vinci because I think he was a very clever person, and it would be very interesting to speak with him, and I would like to express to express him my gratitude for create the bicycle.
I like that. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, Leonardo. I wouldn't even know. I am not really starstruck. I've met a number of celebrities in my life, and I don't get starstruck. Do you know what I mean, starstruck, Michael?
No, I don't know.
Starstruck, when you meet somebody famous and you're,
Ah,
yeah, it doesn't really affect me at all to meet a famous person. Really, I have no adrenaline. Nothing happens. I could care less. It's just my nature. But I don't think I could handle Leonardo without getting starstruck. I, I'd be scared to death. Saying something stupid.
me
Okay.
too.
All right. All right. What are you going to serve Leonardo at dinner? There's a question.
It has to be a special place because he is a special person. Maybe some some nice place in Italy, Florencia.
Oh, what? No, what food? Italian food.
One food. One food. I understood. What place? What food?
Yeah.
No pizza.
No pizza. No. Maybe he loved pizza. I don't think he had pizza in his time. Did he?
No, no. I don't think so. Maybe some vegetables because one clever person eat more vegetables than other things.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's good. That's funny. Okay. All right. I like that answer. Jabot.
Yeah.
How about you? Who are you gonna invite to dinner?
The first person come to my mind is Christ Jesus because he's so loving and humble and help people in need. Yeah. And the second person will be the ancient Chinese strategist Sun Tzu, and maybe you can teach me how to teach me the business strategies. Just like all world is decision. Yeah. All the 36 strategy run away. And the third person will be Warren Buffett. Yeah, Warren Buffett, and I want to ask him about how to invest the stock market and how to make a long-term investment. Yeah, because recently I lost a lot of money in stock market, so I need to ask some question from him.
Were you in the Chinese market?
Oh no, in Taiwan. Taiwan.
Well, yeah, okay. Not the Shanghai, but okay, and big effect. Okay, comes to my mind. The first thing that comes to my mind. Make sure comes is plural.
Comes, yeah.
Because it's the thing, singular comes. Right. Actually, that mistake is made by a lot of people. The thing that come to my mind. I don't know why. It's very common. But, that is a really interesting combination of people. You don't think that they would have a fight? You have the Prince of Peace and the Prince of Deception.
I will invite him separate time. Yeah. So.
No. I think you should invite them all at once.
All at once? Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That would be much more exciting.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
what a conversation that would be. I can't imagine.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Talk business strategies. Right. Okay, don't get mad at me, but you know, there's a common phrase in English that many Christians say when they have a moral dilemma. They might say, "What would Jesus do?" And I was just thinking of Jabot over here in the stock market. All right, when it comes to stocks, what would Jesus do? I'm just saying. You could ask. I don't know if you'd get an answer, but you could ask. All right. Sorry. Natasha, just the
Yes.
conflict of information there. That was mind-boggling, actually. I'm going to think about that for a long time, Jabot. I really am. Okay. All right. Natasha, who would you invite to dinner? And
It's really so difficult question for me. Uh, maybe I would like to invite Keanu Reeves. I like his actor and I don't know. He is a handsome man. I think that he is clever and he always very interested and serious in movies and for me interesting to ask him about his previous life, about his childhood. Would he be so famous or not when he was a child? I don't know. Sorry. And maybe if said about any famous person, I would like to invite Elizabeth II. I know that she is a really great woman, and for me, uh, it's really interesting ask her about her private life because we can know only about things which she says about herself. Yes, only those information which can be in broadsheets, for example. But it's interesting to talk with her and about her childhood too, and about her young ages, and about her nowadays life, what she what she wants nowadays, about her dreams, about her grades, and so on. I don't know whom I want also to invite. I don't know. I I can't say about a third person.
all
Sorry.
right. I bet Keanu Reeves would be very smooth with the Queen. Well, my lady,
Maybe.
I admire your queenship very greatly. I can imagine that he would be very, very smooth. They would be good guests together. I have a feeling.
Oh, together, I don't know, maybe one after after other because together, I don't know.
I like them together. I think they make a nice couple, actually. I think that could work. Seriously. Okay. It was. You said it was so a difficult question. It should be such a difficult question.
Right.
That is
Okay.
such a difficult question. Okay. Um, okay. Uh, all right. You like his you like his acting. All right.
I think okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And you want to ask him if I forgot how you said it. If he thought he would be famous. This is a
Yeah.
future past, so this is a little difficult. I would love to ask him if he thought he would be famous in the future. See how we do that?
I see.
Okay, so we were asking about what he thought in the past. I would like to ask, okay, what he thought about the future. That's a little difficult construction. And you said you'd like to know those information. It should be that information. Information is uncountable. All right, we can't. 3 informations, no, not possible. We can't do it. We can have 3 pieces of information, 3 facts. Actually, the word facts is what we use to talk about pieces of information.
Okay.
All right. So by that, right, you have to say that information, that water, that uncountable noun. But okay, you know, those pencils, these are countable.
Mhm.
This is not. That water, these pencils, or those pencils. Okay. And then you slipped out of the hypothetical. You said it is interesting. It should be. It would be interesting because, of course, we are still talking hypothetically.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what I would ask Kino to do? I would say, "Hey, Kino, I have a gun here. Let me shoot you. I want to see you. I want to see you do that." That's what I want to see. Go ahead, show me how you do that, and I'd shoot at him immediately. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's just me. Okay, Ciro, your turn. What do you think? Who are you going to invite to this dinner? What are you going to talk about? What's going on? Talk to me.
If I could invite someone for dinner, it would maybe be Galileo Galilei or Archimedes or any other scientist of the past. Because I think that general science knowledge is now bigger than they are. So maybe I can teach something to them or give them some suggestions too. So it could be interesting to see their reactions, and maybe my suggestions could be useful for them to invent something interesting, and it could bring to a faster future now.
Okay. Yeah, now you're messing with the space-time continuum. I don't know if I can allow that. Yeah, you may be causing a massive warp in time. I don't know if we want that, Ciro. Not sure that's a good idea. But all right, I do love your idea though. That's a great idea because you could impress them. Everybody thinks about inviting an ancient famous person because you think you will be impressed by them, but that's very funny. That's very original, out of the box. I like that, Ciro. It's great because the things I know would astound them. That's great. It's the first time I've ever heard somebody answer that way with similar hypothetical questions. That's great, man. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Very cool. Olga, we've only got a minute or two. Can you briefly tell us who you might want to invite?
Yes, thank you. If I could invite anybody to dinner, I would invite Albert Einstein, I think, because besides that he was a genius scientist, he also was a person with a great sense of humor, and I would like to get some information about his attitude to life. And to know his points of view on different topics. I think he was incredibly interesting person.
I think so too. He's my pick. When I had to answer this question, I would invite him, Mark Twain, and probably Groucho Marx, because I want to have a funny. Keep the wine flowing. We're gonna have fun. I think, yeah, I want to invite the 3 funniest guys I knew in time. But that's me. Speaking of time, we are out of it. But thank you all for your participation, and hope to see you again real soon here on Verbling. So ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.